100%, without a doubt. No question. Go with Amazon first. Without that, you're not going to be able to get that traffic on Shopify and have that credibility and convert at a high enough rate that's going to justify your advertising. But I can tell you, Curtis, something that happened this year for me, which was interesting. You know how you said the 19%, going back to that number. Let me tell you what happened in Natural Slim. And in Dr. Berg too, which, these are two of my big brands. Dr. Berg has been a client of mine for 4 years. I've been helping him build his roadmap for many years now, and he's been growing like so incredibly over the years. He's the ketogenic diet king and amazing guy, right? Well, on Saturday morning, he sends me a text and he says, Manuel, do you know why my Amazon sales crashed Thursday and Friday? And I'm like, Doc, I haven't even checked them out. I know we broke records on the site, all right? And it was like record-breaking numbers that maybe 3 years ago we only dreamed about accomplishing. And he's like, yeah, but why did Amazon crash? All right. So then I went to the Amazon site, Seller Central, and I log in and I look at it. And yes, in fact, they crashed. I'm talking about from selling maybe $45,000 a day, we went down to $18,000, $20,000 in those 2 days. I go into Natural Slim and I log into Natural Slim Seller Central. We also have a pretty big brand there. And I check it and I see that, in fact, sales also crashed on the Natural Slim brand. Dr. Berg is like, I think it's because they didn't, this is our conversation, right? He's not a marketer, it's not his thing. My job is to educate him on these things.
He's a professional in the area.
He's a professional in the area, right? So he's like, Manuel, I think it's because they didn't send any orders, fulfillment centers were closed. And I'm like, no, the sales were actually in fact closed, crashed. It's what it was, Doc. I mean, I believe that there was such a push towards our e-commerce and so much branding on our e-commerce that we were doing and so aggressive with our marketing strategy that people actually looked for that opportunity. So something interesting is happening, Curtis, and I want to hear your thoughts on that. I still think that the way you start is on Amazon, but you use Amazon as a launching pad so you can actually build your real business outside while you keep on getting cash from this machine, which is called Amazon, which in the end is not your machine, and they control it, you don't control it, but it's the way that you actually penetrate. Without Amazon, Natural Slim is not what it is today. Without Amazon, Dr. Berg would not have been able to finance all the advertising and the power that he's put into our team and all the other things that we do. So it is that launching pad, but it seems like long term, the numbers were like, I can tell you that we probably did about $600K on the Dr. Berg brand compared to maybe we did $50K in the Amazon in those few days. We did on Natural Slim, we did $250 on e-commerce, $500,000 over the phone with the phone consultants, $750,000 in a couple of days. On Amazon, we did 30 on those 2 days. So what are your thoughts on that, Curtis?
Well, it's interesting because again, I've had conversations with huge sellers. One strategy that works well in that area is you have your Amazon listing. A lot of people who are driving traffic, let's say from Facebook ads or just any other ads, and want to qualify that traffic before it gets to Amazon. Because here's the way you have to look at Amazon. Amazon wants you to drive outside traffic, but they want you to drive good traffic that converts well. So it's very intelligent to have it hit a landing page, which basically does the same thing as your listing, sells them on the product, and if they actually are interested, then now realize a key to Amazon is getting that high ranking. So when your search terms, when someone types in, let's just say barbecue tongs, you want to obviously be the first listing after the ads for barbecue tongs. So it's a very intelligent strategy to take that traffic from outside Amazon and drive it into Amazon. Now, once you hit the target of that first position, you don't need to send that traffic to Amazon anymore if you don't want to. You don't need to pay them that 15%. You don't need to, handle. Yeah. So it's a strategy. And here's the thing. And you probably run into this with social media marketing, ManyChat, Facebook, everything. There are as many strategies as there are advertisements. So you have to kind of pick the one that fits for you. But the concept of sending traffic there as you need it to keep that top position is a valid strategy, and then start cultivating those outside lines.
That's a powerful approach, and I absolutely love that, and I have never talked about it like that. I have always said, they ask me, Manuel, what do you recommend? Do I start with Amazon? Do I start with Shopify? What should I do? And I always say 100%, without a doubt. No question. Go with Amazon first. Without that, you're not going to be able to get that traffic on Shopify and have that credibility and convert at a high enough rate that's going to justify your advertising. You're simply not going to do it unless you're a unicorn like 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗡 or like my dad, Frank Suarez. Like, these guys are real unicorns. They build these audiences, these people all over the place. You can send them to the website, and if it has a 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗡 logo somewhere, people will trust 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗡's site. That's the way it is. But if you don't have that branding, Amazon is the one that is actually going to build that branding for you. And I love this tip right here that Curtis just shared, because it makes sense and it goes exactly in line with what I recommend to you guys, which is Amazon is a social media traffic. Outside traffic is the best thing that you can do for an Amazon brand if you want to rank it and if you want to get things going and generate reviews. The two most important things on Amazon, and again, I'll go back to you, Curtis, if you have another thought on this, but I believe that the main two things that we need to focus on as Amazon sellers is getting rankings and reviews, because you want to position yourself at the top. So my thought is that if you guys are going to do this, do what Curtis just said. Use social media traffic to bring people to Amazon, have them convert, and invest as much as you need to get that ranking to go up. Because if you become a marketing ninja and you start leveraging that social media traffic, Amazon will reward you for that, because they want more people on their platform. It only makes sense that the algorithm will reward you for bringing people in, because you got to understand that when they go there to Amazon, they not only buy your product, they buy other products, and Amazon takes a cut of every single thing that somebody buys on their platform. So they start loving you for that. And when they do that, you go up in rankings. So let's say that you are now ranked at the top of that product for some of those keywords out there, the most important ones, and your product is rolling. Well, what a great opportunity to switch that campaign direction, and instead of getting them to the Amazon listings, you don't need to go there anymore. First of all, you have to give Amazon close to 30% of your sale, generally, 25, 35% depending on your products, right? And then second of all, you don't need to do it anymore because you're already ranked up there. At that point, you can start building your brand on Shopify, on Magento, on your own site, generating leads, whatever you're doing, because that's how you're gonna build a real business. So I love that approach. Use social media, outside traffic, your email list or whatever, to rank products on Amazon. Once you get them to the top, you can actually just let that keep on going, optimizing, do PPC and other things like that, and now focus on building your brand off of Amazon. Correct, Curtis?
Absolutely.